folks, Draven here, doing a special extra stream since the new reimagined version of Myst was just released today from Cyan Worlds. Very kindly got given a game key from Jeff from Cyan Worlds, so thank you very much to Jeff. Really looking forward to this. I have played the original Myst when it first came out. In fact, I still have my disc. I'm not quite sure where the box is. And I have also played all the other ones over the years. Riven, Exile, Revelation, and End of Ages. So my plan is to play this new remastered, reimagined version. Play as much as I can today, and once we finish it, I will. I'm going to play through the other ones as well. Let's just try to get my laptop up and running. So let's see, we shall start. Working there. Alright. It's written using the Unreal engine, which I know I've had problems with in the past with some games on my computer, so hopefully we won't have any. I've already changed some settings. I've lowered the music slightly. We're running at 1920 by 1080. You can also play this on VR headsets, I think. I have set it to high. It wanted to put it to medium on mine, but it looked okay when I give it a quick test, so we shall see. If it doesn't work, we'll put it back to medium. So let us start a new game. Okay. Puzzle randomization. Select your puzzle solution preference. If you're new to Myst, we recommend selecting Classic. So, how's it randomizing the puzzles? I think we shall play it on randomized mode because I have played this back in '93. And I think I also played part of Real Myst that came out later on. So we're going to go for randomized and see what happens.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay, so we have mouse look. We have the book. In the original Myst, it was like a grid based. You moved from one scene to another. You couldn't look about you very well. You could look. I think you could look in the 4 directions at each point on the map. When we click on the book, it's not saying. So these are linking books that take you to other worlds when you touch the picture. So if we click on this picture in the book, we'll get taken there. Click. I like the animated book. Been many years since I played this, so probably forgotten a lot of the puzzles that were in it. It is a puzzle adventure game. That's very nice compared to the original. I mean, the original was really good back in '93. Graphics and that were superb at the time. Can walk about. In the menu. So we have a button. Can we press that? Oh, the dot. Okay, it changes that dot. Oh, we can go in there, can we? We'll have a look. What's that do? Close it again. We'll leave it open. Always nice music. Settings, dimensional imager. Got a topographical extrusion test, a marker switch diagram, and a water turbulent pool. What's that for? Ooh, okay. What was the number? 40, was it? 47. Yeah, it was 47. We have to press that. It's like a holographic projector. That's the marker switch diagram. Let's try 40 because it was obviously on 67. See what else, if there's anything else in here. Doesn't look like it. The door closed. We've got a sunken ship. Okay, it closed by itself again. Okay, we can't go in there. So this is a marker switch. Press pull the lever. Didn't do anything. We shall come back to that. Let's go have a look in here. A lot more detail. Very nice graphics. Okay. Not sure what they do again. Got a button. We can close that again. Fancy seat. Why is that flashing? Can we pull the lever up? Oh, we can't. Oh, right, to choose. Okay. Okay, we don't know what to do here yet. Let's come out of there. Have a look at the main building here. That's the same ship as down there, look. In the fountain. Got a clock tower. Spacebar to take a picture. Okay. Okay, we've got some books. Paper. Oh.
Serious? Stop. Oh, you. I see you. You must looking up. Help me. Bring me pages.
Bring him pages.
Forever and ever. Pages.
They've changed the videos on here.
Pages. To me.
So it used to be real footage, but distorted and the lines and everything across, but that looks like CGI now. Can I click on it again? No, I can close it. It plays again.
Serious?
Civis, is that you?
Oh, you.
Close the book again. We've got a picture, a handle. All these books are burnt, look. Look at them. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. Sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now had answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is an additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light, and travel to discover its source if they had the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong, and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. Boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, and much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning I woke to observe the sun rise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat, where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbours. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could ever have written. I think. There's the boat, the stone ship age. I think of it, this age, as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I am going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognise. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content, and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimetres. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them. I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. We've got a constellation here. We can take a screenshot, can't we? Okay. The eye and this snake. Beetle and a cross. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How'd you get out of that? No! How do I get out with the camera? Which book was I on? An arrow and a bird and a that book done. Got this one. Even more reading. I've called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except a small rocky island. Elsewhere there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I'm eager to discover more about this land and its people. But I arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would never have expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colours. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water I hardly noticed that we had arrived at the ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 metres above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It's very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks, even after watching them for hours. I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the centre of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be the leader, for he sat a metre off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colourful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely grey, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. To what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning, and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me that he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following was my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. Sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own, yet the old man believes in the truth of the story, as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him. And apparently all humans as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. The use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As the strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason the water no longer shifts colour. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language, and I've decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and at least look forward to how Cyrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. The face in the book asked if I was Cyrus. Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers, and they're picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmian age. Cyrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers here have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Choptic. Fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly. After checking on Cyrus and Achenar here, see Everdunes journal for more info. After watching Cyrus and Achenar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest my fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. And for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but I are happy that Cyrus and Achenar are staying behind again. I've been gone for over 3 days, and I've been to many different places. I had to tell Cyrus and Achenar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cyrus and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they have constructed a boat with the creatures and travelled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and I'm reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colours. I've shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humour. Even now, as I look through this very colourful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether They're ready for travel alone for now. For now I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. This is a map of their village. Might take a screenshot of that. Okay, that's that book down. I got a lot of books. I wonder if we come back and read them. Let's explore a little bit more and then we'll come back and read these three. We've got another picture. We've got another book. Put this page in. So he wants red pages. I wonder if I put the... What's the difference between these two? Let's put that on for a sec. Oops. Okay, so that's Cirrus. That's one of the sons.
There's one thing I need to be rescued. You must.
So, is this Arcanar then in the blue?
Serious? Is that you? A seal? You must
That's Arcanar.
help me. Bring me pages. Forever and ever. Pages. Have the blue pages. To me.
Arcanar seems a bit mad and Cirrus seems a bit evil. What else do we got? We've got a map. Oh, right. So that's where we are. So why is it lit? Why is the ship area lit? Something happened. Can I turn that or I can turn it? Can I turn it again to there? No. Let's leave it pointing at there. So what about these? Could we do anything here? Oh. We haven't saved in a while. Let me save. Nice artwork, eh? Clouds. So what's in here? We have a puzzle. Can we do anything? Oh. Don't know what to do with that just now. No clue anywhere. We shall come back to that. Wait, what about this? Whoa. What happened? What's this one do? Whoa. Our books have gone. Oh, and that's closed. Where are we going? It's like an elevator. The library. It's been so long since I played this. It's almost like playing it for the first time again. We are in the tower. Okay. The key. We've got some dates and times. I might just write that down. We could do dates and times on that the first little building with a red seat. So we have got October the 11th, 1984, 10:04 AM. January the 17th, 1207, 5:46 AM. We've got November the 23rd, 97, 91, 6:57 PM. I reckon that's back at that red seat. That's the key. Elevate. What was this? A book. How do we get up the ladder? Oh, that's where we turned it then. On the map. That's the building I was talking about. Okay. Can I get back down? So... do I need to close that? If we click on this, does that open the door again? Yeah. Still had some books to read. I suppose we should do that before we leave here. Right. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think for some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. How could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. The world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in the journal that I am in an age I've linked to as horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms at some distance from where I am standing. Yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night is calm, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again, the feeling, and I'm beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I've had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence, more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I've returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land, with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the fallen meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake, due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the centre of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I've decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. He's got a little diagram. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created. I have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It's also important that I check on Cirrus and Achenar to make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I'll be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I do love working with hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the well and have decided to... So 3 meters is not enough support for the beams though. Amazingly strong. We've got a diagram and the airship. Something to be one of my most prized inventions. I could never have imagined it would come together quite as... Doubt could possibly work for 14 instead of 8. What's that for? 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued, I am so happy to have completed. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Charnelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept the world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. Here we have a piano, keyboard. We have a map of the island that he was on about with the meteor. Ah, right. So we've got like a cogwheel that we had outside as well, didn't we? I might read these after. We've still got the last 2 to read. Let's just go have an explore because we've got some things we can try. But this thing with the... I wonder if we set that on or off. I would have said that was on. Was that the same as this one? No, see, it's up. Maybe we should put that down. Or I can run. We had 3 dates here. I wanted to try out, see what happens. Right, so the first one is October. Oh, the lights flickered. How do I change this? Oh. October the 11th. 19. And that was at 10:04. Oh. So we've got like a star pattern. And we had those star patterns in that book. So which one is that? Can I save that? Can I come out of here? I wonder what happened. Can I close this door? Oh, it's gone all dark. Oh. Planetarium. That's easier to see. Well, I'm just going to take a screenshot and I can compare in the photo library. So we've got January. Oh, I need to click on it first. 17th. $12:07. That was at 5:46 in the morning. Okay, so that was definitely on there as well. And the last one is November. Third. $97. 91. At 18. 57. Oh. Why is that one not showing? I wrote that down. November 23rd. 97, 91. Oh, wrong. I clicked too many times. Right. We come out of there. Let me just save that. Photo album. Right, so the first one That looks like a leaf. I don't need that photo. That could be that, couldn't it? 2 dots, 2 dots. 2 dots, yep, so it's a leaf. So that's the October one. And the next one, oh no, what happened? Why did it do that? Jeez. We're going to have to do that again. Let's take these photos away because they're not any good. This one. Right, so we've got various little dots along the top, on 4 of them. It's not that. Can you not just... I keep hitting escape. Right, it's none of them. It's that one, isn't it? It's the beetle. The 2 big and 2 little. Yeah, so it's the beetle or the scarab. Right, now we're going to have to put this thing back. Oh, that was the November one. Let's go back to January 546. $1207. 17th. January. Right, we need a proper photo. So 3 little ones at the top. It's none of them. It's not the leaf because we already got the leaf. None of them. It's this, it looks like the snake. Yep. Leaf, snake, beetle. Don't know how that's going to help us. Out of interest, we put that other marker on, didn't we? It's showing up on the map. On off. So they need to be pointing up the way. So we've got a leaf, a snake and a beetle. That's a code for getting somewhere. There's the gap, look in the tower. We were up there. Right. Remember, we've still got the last 2 books to read. Let's have a look along here. Rocket. So there's no power in that line. Coming from that building there. Anything down here? Oh, here's the marker, let's put that on. Okay, so we need to get power to there. Somehow. What are these? We can... an eye. Right, these are all the things on the... Okay, we need the leaf. Maybe if we do the leaf, the snake and the beetle. The ship has arisen, and so has the big ship. Let's go and see this big ship. I just wonder what this was down here. Can't read that. There's a big tree there, inside a stone wall. Okay, we are on the ship. So nice looking now. I say the graphics were really good for its day when it was first out, but this is just gorgeous, isn't it now? Oh, it's a linking book. With the lighthouse, look. Basically, Arcturus, the father, he creates worlds by writing their descriptions in these books, and he uses a linking book to get there and back again. There's a mod for Minecraft called Mystcraft that I use a lot, which I always liked. It's getting quite dark in here. Waiting up a bit there. Right, before we go here, I'm going to get some more coffee. I'm going to save it, and then we'll click on that Do you not have more than that? We've got 2 saves, okay. Right, so I'll just go get some coffee and I shall be right back, and then we shall click on this book. Okay, back again. All ready to click on this book. That's the world we're heading to. Well, I'm enjoying it after all this time. It was fascinated me the idea of being able to create a world and a book like that and go to it. So this is the world that he described with the ship that was part of the island. You see the ship piers go through the rock. Nice sky, isn't it? Bright sun. So there's the lighthouse. Can't go in there. Can go in here, maybe. No. That's a flooded tunnel, so maybe we have to get it so it's not flooded. The island had sunk, hadn't it, slightly? Go over here. That's a great sky, that. Right, so we have got a button. That sounds like pumps. But it didn't last very long. Is that just the shadow of this umbrella bit? What else can we do? If we put that there. It's running out, isn't it? Right, so we need to fix that somehow. I'm just wondering how the randomized thing works, because I don't know what it's randomizing. I don't know if you can fall into the sea. See, in the original game you would have like been there and then you would have clicked to come to here and then clicked again to come to here maybe. It wasn't smooth movement. Okay, so we can go down. We We have a key. Is that a keyhole? Oh, there's a keyhole there. Aye. That just not long enough or something. Got the key. I can't click on there. Hmm.
Hi. How you doing?
Sparring. Hmm. I just thought that would have went in there. It's too short, is it? Okay. I go up the ladder. Oh, right. So that key releases the ladder because you can't. It's inserted just now. I wonder why that's not working. Let's go down, see what's down here. What's that? Is that gonna go up there? Oh, it's got a key. Right, so we need to look that up there. Just let all the water out. Oh, is that it? No water left. Oh, right. It's like a buoy in a harbour. Outside a harbour. We need to fill this up with water. That'll then raise up. We can use the key on that box to get another key out probably. But how do we fill that up with water? Let's go and explore further. Can't do anything with them. Go in here, can we? No, it's flooded as well. Okay. So we're going to need that to maybe unflood those areas. Got telescope. Did I turn that? Are we looking for something in particular? Oh, no, it's just the 190, 180. That rock there. There's the lighthouse. Would that be anything? I come out of there. Yeah, so that's what we're seeing on there. What are we looking for? Not sure what we're looking for. A pyramid-y thing there. Would it be this? Oops, going the wrong way. It's more likely to be the lighthouse, isn't it? We just leave it there. Sort of at 66. Or is it that shiny rock over there? Almost like doors either side of this, but not. We need to get the land raised up. And it must be to do with this. Should we be pointing at that little rock? That one. You would just think that would have done something. That's still flooded. That's still flooded. That hasn't filled up. See, I can't remember anything about the game. It's been so long. Why are we getting the music coming up here? I just wonder if it's that little rock or the shine rock. I think it's that one. I'm gonna turn this round to there. To that one. I want to get that smack bang in the middle. Can I do that? Ah, I had it. That's pointing at that rock there. Oh, what's this? Oh no. No! There's nothing else here we can click on. That just takes you onto there. Has that done anything? We also need to get this working, don't we? Does that vent do anything? No. Oh! Aha! I don't know if that was right then. Can we push that up? Okay, or somewhere. I'm just gonna shut my curtains and put the bigger light on, since it's dark outside and Baron's in his basket. You can just about see him. He is there. Okay, we're into a new bit. We are under the water. Fish. If I click on anything here. It almost looks like a button, but it's not. We've got something there. It's dark, isn't it? Okay, we've got a pipe going out there. Just didn't do anything. It's got little anchors on it. It's making a little clicky noise. It's dripping. Right, so that didn't do anything. Anything else over here? Blackness. Oh, what's that under there? That was a picture, wasn't it? Did I take that note of that? I probably didn't. That was in one of the books. Right, is anything else drained? No, that's still got water. That's still got water in it. I presume the lighthouse is not. Oh, it's flooded. But where's the thing? Why didn't that raise up? Why didn't that come up? I bet I didn't close the valve on it. Let's what happens if we just press that again? Does it swap back? No. Oh, didn't want to take a picture. Can't get out of that. Oh, there we go. That's all the pictures we took. Oh, we can only have 50 pictures. Okay. Right, so that. Let's move this to there. So that's flooded again. I keep pressing the space bar to jump. Oh! Why is that not drained again? That could be a problem. Oh, we can get down here. Down to the depths. Okay, they're just paneling. We've got another door. Very swish. And we've got music. Fancy chairs. Oh. Hi Luna. You're both here, are you? Okay, so we have got can't read what that says. I'm just going to close the drawer. It is. Let's have a look again. I don't know what that would be. Okay. So somebody was taking a lot of drugs. We've got a dagger. Some scratch marks. A lot of the stuff that was in when the game first came out was just to show off 3D rendered images because it was a new thing then. Nothing hiding on the bed, no secret buttons. Okay, we have got nothing we can take. It looks like gems. Yep, also gems. Candles. Nothing we can take. Nothing in here, apart from the bedroom. I'm surprised we can't take. Do we know what we need to do over there? That one's still flooded. Okay, we can go back down. Did I forget to close that? I did, look. So we need to make sure it's closed. There we go. Got this key, it can go in there. Now we can go up the ladder. wires heading to those places. From up there. Power generator thing? What's that? Oh, they're all lit up now. Oh no, they're not. Are they? Oh, look, you have to build up the power. Yeah. Ah, I need down. But they're both lit now. Yeah, there's probably no point going down here, was there? What's in here again? Oh. That's not red anymore, look. Hmm. That was lit up. That light bulb's glowing. That's now lit. Just kept feeling I should actually be able to go through here or something. Maybe not. Oh. We can go this way. Why is the light on? Oh, do we need to put a degrees in? That's north there. We'd have to go up the telescope, wouldn't we? We need obviously something for that to happen. What's over here? Apart from darkness. Oh. Somebody else's bedroom. Where's the candle in the skeleton? So yeah, that was probably, it was all just for show, these sort of things. That was a map, wasn't it? Oh, a blue page. So this is not so as the other guy. Marker switch. The vault is located the island of achieved very easily. Instructions are follow each of the markers, turn every one to the on position, final. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That's the only thing of any import here. Yep. Nothing on the desk. Okay, so we found a blue page. Oh, what's this? Why is there a little carpet there? Pressure plate. Oh, there's one there as well. That's the way we came, wasn't it? We need to find out the angle. Let's just take us back. Yeah. Right, let's go find out the angle. Could be the sun. Where's my pen? Right, we've got the bright rock. Is at 295-ish. 293 roughly. What else have we got that we can try? Was that rock? Wait, that's the mast. Is at 52. Lighthouse is at 68. That's the sun. 105. Can't see the umbrella. Right, we'll try that. We've got 4 things we can try. where's north? North's up there, so 293. That's 270. So where's 293? That would be 315, isn't it? So it would have to be here somewhere. That didn't do anything. Are we missing something? There's that cable coming from the other room. None of these do anything. Why do none of these do anything? What have we missed? Oh. Those lights have gone out. You only have so long to do it. Down. Ah, they're all lit now, look. So we thought maybe this one? Or not. We drained all the power. What do we think? Probably the sun. Or the lighthouse. The lighthouse, we think. Then I just have to line up with these things. Would that be it? The lighthouse was at 68. That's 90. That's 45. That one. Something happened. Beacon. Ooh, bright lights. Alright. That was the lighthouse direction. But what now? I need to look at something else through here. We need to get the place to lift up, don't we? Right, so we've got the beacons lit. What else do we do? Let's just check stuff down here. Oh, we needed... It's maybe that other bit down on the boat. We need down there now. Oh no, the lighthouse has gone out. Oh no, it's still going. Right. Okay, we've got a beacon there, and a beacon there. There we go. That's taking us back. We have a blue page. Achievement unlocked, stone ship. Okay, so we have a page, a blue page. Excuse me. So should we put that in here and see what happens? Or will we collect however many pages it is and then do it? Ah, see, they're getting marked now, look. So we've done the ship. Let's just put all the markers on that we can find. Got this one up here. Big gear wheel. Looks like some big bird is splattered on it. Let's just have a little explore the island. I probably don't want to be streaming for too much longer. Today anyway. More pylons here. Oh, got a ladder here as well. Another breaker switch. Clock. Right, so the power comes in here. What do we have in here? Oh, generators, okay. Okay, so we'll have to work out power to ship, generator switches, okay. So we've got that to solve. We've got a clock tower here, and we can't get over to the switch. Always solve something. We've got a hut. That looks like the tree that's in the wall. It's that tree up here, look. Okay, so we've got to solve that puzzle as well. Right. So a few puzzles to do. I will stop there for today. I'm enjoying playing this again. Very nicely done now. This looks gorgeous. I mean, as I say, it looked gorgeous when it was first released, but for the day anyway. It's so much nicer now. Let me save that. I've got 2 saves. Let's just save that one. Alright. So yeah, I shall stop there for today. I am back on Saturday with more of our Darkestville Castle adventure game we're playing. I shall then carry on with this on Sunday after my first looks. So we'll finish this game off. So we're basically running 2 adventure games just now. But I like adventure games. So the plan is probably once we finish this new version of Myst is to go and play the other Myst games. Riven, Exile, Revelations, End of Ages. Uru, I think, which I had never played. But that is the plan. If you've liked what you've watched tonight, a follow would be greatly appreciated. Helps the channel out. So until next time, you all take care, be safe, and I shall say bye for now.